So let me teach you how to sidechain in FL Studio, everyone. It's actually insanely simple despite what watching other audio engineers channels make you believe. To help you understand what we're actually doing, sidechain involves using a signal to tell something in our mix what to do. So in this case, a copy of my vocal track will serve as the signal to tell this plugin to begin its processing. In order to set this up, we need to create the signal track, or in this case, a copy of my vocals. So let's do just that. How I'm going to create a copy of my vocals is coming up here to this thing right here, and I'm going to stretch it out all the way like that, drag it down here. All right, and next thing you need to do is make sure that you have all of your plugins muted except for your compressors and de-essers. Make sure you have all your special effect plugins muted. All right, we are looking good. We are looking good on everything. So now we need to create a consolidated copy of all of these vocal tracks right here. And how we're gonna do that, on MacBook, Command Option C will render out a copy of all of these. All you have to do is press start now. And if you're in any other type of computer, just make sure to check your DAWs keyboard shortcuts and figure out how to properly render tracks out. So now this will serve as our signal track to tell another plugin what to do. And in this case, I want to use these vocals right here to tell this plugin to begin its processing. And what that plugin is going to do is begin its processing, and it's going to actually duck the instruments behind my voice. And that's pretty much the sidechain setup. So let's get that set up right now. First thing we need to do is come over here and bring this to an empty insert. And in this case, my empty insert will be insert 57. It's outside of the vocal bus and as well as the background bus, and it doesn't have any plugins on it, so that's why it's an empty insert. And you want to rename that track signal so you know where the signal track's at amongst all of these plugins right here. Next thing you need to do is come over here and route that plugin to the track that you want the sidechain signal on, and you want to do right click, sidechain to this track only. Boom. Now I have my sidechain signal set up, and normally this thing may be turned up. You want to always make sure that that thing's turned down and make sure you're not getting a double of this right here, because you already have this down here. All right, so now we have all that set up. Next thing to do is come down here, unmute all of these. All right, we've just unmuted all of the plugins. Next thing to do is to turn all of our plugins back on, other than the ones that we don't need. Turn my mastering plugins on. Cool beans. Now, all we need to do is come over here, add the plugins that we want to use for sidechaining. In this case, I'm going to use Soothe 2. And there'll usually be some type of option under the settings and whatever plugin that you're using to use a sidechain input, depending on if the plugin that you're using is compatible for sidechaining. And for using Soothe 2, all you need to do is hit that sidechain button, and now you have successfully set up a sidechain. If you were to do this with a compressor, all you need to do is come over here. I'll open up Fruity Limiter. It's compatible for sidechaining. I'll come over here to comp, sidechain, right click, signal. That's insert 57, and you've just successfully set up another sidechain. It's very simple. A lot of these other YouTubers make sidechaining seem a lot more complicated than what it actually is. It's actually insanely simple. But all right, everyone, that is how you sidechain in FL Studio. Now, if you're interested in learning how to mix your vocals with stock plugins inside FL Studio, hit the link in my bio where I'll give you a detailed step-by-step guide, which I can guarantee will 5 times the speed in which you progress. Hope you got a lot of value out of this video. I'll catch you in the next one.